I've always been jealous with the fact that when you go to the movies, you can cry in a cinema because it's a sad love story, and that with paintings, getting a different layer of emotions. And that's what I wanted to achieve with my photography. And I communicate with light, with a point of view, coloring, expression in the faces. So it's very detailed photography, but always staged. I am from the Netherlands. A few years before I photographed the royal family, I designed also the Dutch euro coin. So now in everybody's wallet, the series Shanghai. You know, I finished end of 2017. I want to have a venue that was existing between the two world wars. And this is such a spectacular architecture. It's a former slaughterhouse. And I could tell my story here, a story about saying goodbye. So I created this between a woman and a man, somebody who worked in a slaughterhouse, and his girlfriend or wife saying farewell to him. Because I wanted to create a fantasy world, like a small film set, sometimes 50 people involved to make one picture. Only beauty, I think, is boring. I was looking for a special look in the eyes or a special way of posing, giving character and personality. When I started out with photography, I was 18 years old. I was afraid for sex. So I started to make jokes about sex in my photography. When I was between 30 and 40, you know, like many men are, ambitious. You see that also in my work, quite aggressive. And sometimes erotic aspects are in it. Sensuality, or the beauty of the skin, or the beauty of being free. Mature I made because I turned 40 that year. So that was the first time I started to realize I'm getting old. So I photographed these 10 ladies of 65 years or older as a pin-ups. And they try to seduce you, you know, by sitting and showing their body and being elegant and sexy, you know. And cover girls are always very young. Why can't I do it with older ladies? It's the one and only time there is more emotion than only sadness in the series. Then around 42, I broke up with a long relationship, 23 years. My father died. They discovered a lung disease, you know, I'm suffering from COPD. And you became sadder and wiser. So I started to photograph more about emotions you have inside. Rain and Hope is very much about that emotion and feeling of loss and hurt. The most attracts me in human beings is vulnerability. Sad or happy or proud or ashamed. You know, by only the way we have our eye, we can read a lot. I wish I am and I will be, because I turned that year 50 years old. And my lung emphysema, the COPD, became stronger and stronger. And there's no cure for it, so I have to accept. And by making this self-portrait, it helped me to accept my own future. When you make a self-portrait, sometimes it saves the doctor. You can conquer your demons. Now, towards 60, I start to become more interested in the end of a life cycle.
60th birthday is upcoming this year.
Yeah, I'm crying. I'm old. My plan this year is to survive.